Who was this ancestor in my family tree? A young man who left the familiar shores of England and settled across the world in Canada, only to be killed on the Western Front in the First World War. When we research our family history, it's easy to stick to the direct lines, the grandparents and the great-grandparents. But if you don't look out at those distant lines and look at those indirect ancestors, you miss the incredible stories waiting to be told. So this is the story of my distant ancestor, Worry Potter. Worry's life began in Poole, Dorset back in August 1893. It was a life marked by early grief. His mother Rhoda passed away when he was just 3 years old, leaving Worry and his younger brother Reginald behind. His father eventually remarried and the family grew. By 1911, a teenage Worry was working hard as a kitchen porter in a bustling seaside hotel in Bournemouth. But like so many families at the turn of the century, they were looking for a better quality of life. And in May 1912, the entire Potter family packed up what they owned, boarded a ship in Liverpool and sailed for Quebec. They were just one family amongst thousands seeking a fresh start on the vast Canadian farmlands. Settling in Ontario, Worry found work as a stable hand, and life was peaceful until Europe caught fire in August 1914 and World War broke out. A year before Canada introduced conscription, the Potter brothers made a choice. In February 1916, at 22 years old, Worry walked into a recruitment office in Hamilton and enlisted, joining the 120th Battalion of the Canadian Expeditionary Force, just 2 weeks after his brother Reginald. They were inseparable. That August, they walked up the gangplank of the SS Empress Britain together, watching Canada fade into the distance as they journeyed closer to the trenches. After training in England, by December, both brothers were transferred to the 19th Battalion in France, and side by side they acclimatised to the subterranean nightmare of the Western Front. Reginald was wounded first, taking shrapnel in his side at Vimy Ridge. The battle saw the Canadians capture the strategically important German ridge in April 1917, which would go down in Canadian history, but it came at a cost of over 10,000 Canadians killed and wounded. Recovered, Reginald rejoined Worry and his unit by mid-May, brothers side by side once more, but their luck ran out. On the 15th of August 1917, the opening day of the brutal Battle of Hill 70, aiming to divert German resources from the Third Battle of Ypres, and just 5 days before his 24th birthday, Worry went over the top and was killed in action. Did Reginald know right away? Did he see it happen? When did he find out? Heartbreaking questions we'll never know the answers to. Later that winter, Reginald was wounded a second time. When the war finally ended, Reginald sailed back to Canada alone, leaving his brother behind on French soil. Living with Worry's story in my mind, I made the journey to France to see where the brothers fought. Standing at the base of the majestic Vimy Memorial, I found his name carved into the white stone. He has no known grave, and he appears with thousands of other Canadian casualties on this remarkable monument. Walking those old battlefields and seeing the deep shell scars and the strangely undulating ground left behind by the bombardments was incredibly moving. And it's hard to explain, but standing in that quiet place made me feel just that little bit closer to the distant ancestor that I never knew. And it added an extra dimension to the name that I found in censuses, service records and newspaper reports. So when you build your family tree, look beyond the direct lines. There are stories waiting to be discovered on the distant branches, and who knows where your research will take you. Perhaps to the very battlefields where they served and fell.